Alright, so I wanted to make a quick video showing how to get these Kryton Grooves ready. When we had them made, the machine shop thought they were doing us a favor by adding a clear coat of anodizing, which all that really did was screw up our surface, so we're having trouble getting electricity to flow through them. So we have to remove that layer at the contact points of the switch and the threads and where the diode's at. The easiest way I've found to remove it is with a Dremel and a wire brush attachment. I'm going to be using this. The guy at work had a different attachment. It was a wire brush, but all the bristles were facing upward, and when you turned it on, it would kind of make the bristles spread out, and it worked really awesome on these, because you just stuck it in there and then pull it out once and the layer was gone. I won't be using this though, so you kind of have to dig around in there since it's smaller than the inside of the hole. I'll start with the tail cap. With the tail cap, you're going to need to do the threads. If you can reach it without hitting the outside part, because you don't want to mess up the finish, you can do this top lip right here. That way when you screw it down, it'll hit the top of here and make good contact. So I try to get the threads and this little lip. And we're also going to have to do the inside for the switch. Alright, you can kind of see the scratches around that ledge. You don't have to perfectly remove every bit. You just need it to contact at one point, and it'll be perfectly fine. And with this wire brush, the anodizing comes off really easily. You don't need to sit there and grind it forever, unless you're trying to grind your threads away. So now we need to do the inside. You can see where that lip goes in, where the retaining ring will sit. We're going to do just below there. The top of the switch is going to be level with that groove as the retaining ring holds it down. So you can see where these little pins are. They're going to be touching the side of the host. So we need to get that area inside the tail cap. See if I can get a picture of it. Yeah, you can see in there. It's buffed away. So anyway, now that the tail cap is done, I'm going to go ahead and go through the assembly. Very simple. You've got your 4 parts here. Silicone tail cap's going to go in first. And your spacer. Now your switch. If you can't get to pop it down in there on your own, you can use a pin or something. And it should be level with that groove in there. And we have to put the retainer ring in. I don't know where my tool's at. Guess I'll try to use these. I have a pair just like this, but about half the size of these. The teeth go perfectly into this retaining ring. This is too big though. See if I can do it. It's kind of wedged in there. I'm gonna see if I can just get it with this. It's got a little lip it has to go over in order to get into that groove. So I usually start with one end. No. Well, that's not going to work. It needs something small enough to get inside that hole. Okay. See, it's bent down in there. And I'll start on that end and just push on it and work it in. So now it's in there. So the switch is done. Now we got the rest of the host to do. Find out which is the tail cap side. Now we need to do these threads. Same with the tail cap. I'm just going to do the threads, and then I'm going to hit this upper ledge a little bit. That way it can connect with this ledge, give a good contact point. Kind of see the scratches, I guess you'd call them, at the top, where the anodized layer's removed. You might also want to invest some in some flashlight grease. That way the threads don't squeak whenever you put them together. Like that. Although they don't squeak nearly as bad once you scratch off that anodized layer. So here's the driver compartment side of the barrel. Same thing as on the other side. Threads and upper ledge. So that side's ready. If you're going to be doing some kind of build that uses the sidewall to get your negative contact point, you're going to need to buff all that down too. Like if you stick a round driver in there and you're going to use the edges of the wall to pick up your negative. But I'm going to use a rectangular driver standing up, so I won't need the edges. For the diode head, we're going to get the threads and try to get some of this ledge here so that it'll pick up whenever we screw it down. 2 ledges. Okay, now that that's done, we still have to do the pocket. This is even more important with 9mm diodes. The anodizing layer interrupts the heat sinking. It slows down the heat from traveling from the diode to the head. Same with traveling from the head to the barrel. The more anodizing you get off, the better it's going to work as a heat sink. So what I've been doing, instead of taking a wire brush to the inside, wouldn't even be able to get down. That just hit the curved edge, didn't even get down into the pocket. I've been taking scissors, just putting it up against the side and twisting the head around it. I'm not trying to cut into the metal, I'm just scratching it along the edge until the layer comes off.